Hi everyone, welcome back to Latina News. My name is Anto Chávez and I'm here because we're talking to Mikey Ibarra, who is the founder and chairman of the Latino Leaders Network. And this is a nonprofit organization dedicated to bringing leaders together. So I'm really excited to talk about the mission of this organization and especially upcoming events. So can't wait and let's get started. Hi, Mikey. How are you?
Fine, Anto. Actually, it's Mickey. It's
Oh, okay.
Mickey.
Okay, Mickey.
Mickey.
Sorry
That's
about that.
right. That's okay.
How are
I'm
you, Mickey?
fine, Anto. It's good to see you. And I enjoyed so much viewing your interview with Mayor Romero last week.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was it last week? I've kind of lost track of my days, or was it this week? Might have been Tuesday. Yeah.
yeah. I think it was this week
Yeah,
actually,
I think it
but
was Tuesday. Yeah, anyway, it was really nice. Good
yeah.
job.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great to get a chance to speak with her, especially because I just moved to Tucson, so it was really
Oh,
nice.
really? I
Yeah,
missed that. You're in Tucson now?
yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're so proud of Mayor Romero, and I'm sure you agree. She's a terrific leader. And I'm so delighted that we're going to get an opportunity just on Tuesday of next week to introduce her to a much larger virtual audience. That's one of our real objectives of the Tribute to Mayors is to bring attention to our heroes, our role models, our outstanding leaders that we have. And this will give us a great chance to honor Mayor Romero and help others understand about her story.
Yeah, of course. And it's always good, it feels nice to hear that she's getting the recognition that she deserves, right? So I'm
Absolutely.
totally, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. And
Yeah.
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about the event. But
Okay.
first, let's have you introduce to everyone in the live and everybody who will be watching afterwards as well. So if you can tell the audience who you are and what you do, that would be great.
Yes, well, I am Mickey Ibarra, really speaking you today as chairman of the Latino Leaders Network, an organization created in 2004. Hard to imagine that this month we're kicking off our 17th season of the Latino Leaders Network. And yeah, an organization really dedicated to a simple mission, yet difficult to achieve, and that is bringing leaders together. And we
Mm.
do that through events that we host, the Tribute to Mayors, the Capacito series, the Latino Leaders Luncheon series. And in addition to that, we have a book that's been published by Arte Publico Press at the University of Houston, Latino Leaders Speak, Personal Stories of Struggle and Triumph. And most recently, we have added a curriculum guide
Mm.
that supports the book. It features 14 leaders from the book and provides lesson plans, learning opportunities for students, and it's all available free of charge at our website,
Wow.
latinoleadersnetwork.org. So you've got the curriculum guide, and thanks to our publisher, again, Arte Publico Press, they have made the 14 corresponding chapters to the curriculum guide also available free of charge at our website. So our hope, our mission again is to lift up our leaders, help others learn from their experiences, and really celebrate our heroes, our role models, our outstanding leaders.
Yeah. And your work is incredible. So let's get right to upcoming events. And you're all actually in the middle of organizing this 34th tribute to mayors. Can you tell us
Yes,
about this?
yes, this is going to be a wonderful event. This will be our second virtual event. Normally, this event, Anto, is held during the U.S. Conference of Mayors, a winter meeting, which is always in January in Washington, D.C. Actually, originally, we were to convene an inaugural Unity and Tribute to Mayors dinner tonight across the street from my office here in Washington, D.C. at the Mayflower for 350 guests. Well, as you know, due to COVID-19, that's not
Yeah.
possible. So we'll be going virtual, and we're delighted to be able to continue our work online. And what it also does is provides us the opportunity to team up with be Latina and really reach an audience coast to coast that couldn't be here in Washington, D.C. So we've got a good program lined up. We'll have a greetings from Mayor Francis Suarez, the mayor of the city of Miami, and also now the second vice president of the U.S. Conference of Mayors. Mayor Suarez will become president, in essence, the nation's mayor, in January of next year. So we're delighted to have greetings from Mayor Suarez on behalf of the Conference of Mayors, and also to pay tribute to Mayor Romero. We will have with us Antonio Villaraigosa, the 41st mayor of Los Angeles. We have named our award in his honor, the Antonio Villaraigosa Leadership Award. And he'll join us to present the award and deliver a tribute to Mayor Romero as well. And beyond presenting the award, we've also created a conversation with Latina leaders. And that's where I think it really fits perfectly with Be Latina, because we're going to feature Janet Murguia, the president of the Unidos US, as well as Mayor Romero, of course. And it's going to be moderated by Maria Elena Salinas, the longtime anchor, co-anchor of Univision Nightly News, and now a CBS News contributor. She'll be joining us from Miami. This will be a live conversation. We're going to provide an opportunity for our audience to ask questions as well. And I'll just add one other note that we haven't shared yet with, I don't believe, any other forum, and that is we have just been contacted by the president of the U.S. Conference of Mayors. And that is Mayor Greg Fisher of Louisville, a wonderful mayor, and he asked, can I deliver greetings too? And we're surely going to make that possible. So we're going to have a good group of mayors. We're going to have a good group of Latina leaders with us, and we'll get all this done, Anto, in less than an hour. In less than an hour.
Yeah, that is a lot of content in less than an hour. So I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to that Latina panel. So what do you think, are some of the topics that they're going to be touching on?
Well, certainly, given the recent election, there certainly will be discussion about Latina leaders in the political context, in the campaign context. The fact is that we had a big turnout among the Latino community, much of it fueled by the engagement of Latinas. And that's an important recognition, I think, to point out as well as explain. So I'm sure there'll be discussion about the campaign. Moreover, now that we have a new president of the United States, the 46th president, President Biden, and of course, our first ever in our nation's history, a woman vice president, Kamala Harris, I think that also is a subject that will be explored in terms of the emergence of women in political office, high political office, and the what that portends, I think for a brighter future for us all. So those are a couple of the topics, and I'm sure there'll also be an opportunity for folks to learn a little bit about the personal background of perhaps Janet Murguia, who is not only a 10-year veteran now as president of formerly the National Council of La Raza, now Unidos US, but Janet and I had the rare privilege of serving together at the White House for President Clinton. And she has a powerful story to share, as well as does Mayor Romero. So I'm thinking our background, their personal experience will be important too. We really want to create a conversation where our listeners can learn from the lessons learned by our leaders, the opportunity to share those lessons with others who might benefit. That's what we want to provide.
Yeah. And so I want to talk a little bit more about the recognition that Mayor Romero is having on Tuesday. Why, what is the work and why you all consider her for this award?
Yes, well, for me, it really began a year ago. At this very month, 1 year ago, as I mentioned earlier, we normally do the tribute to mayors during the winter meeting of the U.S. Conference of Mayors here in Washington. Well, we were able to do that one event before COVID-19 blocked everything out in March. We held our event for 355 dinner guests across the street at the Mayflower. Mayor Romero had just recently been elected, sworn into office in December. Our event was in January. So we thought to ourselves, let's invite her. Let's help introduce her to a dinner of 355, a good portion of the mayors, so that immediately we help jumpstart her within the Conference of Mayors, with her colleagues, and with Washington leaders from many sectors. So we really wanted to give her a boost, a jumpstart right off in January following her December swearing in as mayor of Tucson. Given that she's the first Latina, my gosh, Tucson has been around many, many years. And I still think it's somewhat flabbergasting to realize that it's a first, but it is. And we think it's important to showcase, if you will, the caliber of leader that Mayor Romero brings to that office. And so when we gave her the opportunity to join us, we also placed her on the program for special guest remarks. Well, I'll tell you this, you could have heard a pin drop as she took 7 minutes to share her personal story of obstacles overcome to achieve success, about her parents, about Mexico, about who she is. She's certainly shared some of that with you on Tuesday as well, Anto, and I enjoyed it again. I'll never get tired of hearing our stories. Our stories help unite us. They bring a very diverse Latino community together because we all have one. We all have one. And there are common threads that can tie us together. So hearing Mayor Romero share that story and then witnessing her leadership during COVID-19, seeing her activism, her leadership for voter registration and engagement of her community in determining the outcome of a presidential election. And by the way, Tucson as well as the state of Arizona surprised everybody. And at any rate, it just seemed to us that she deserved to be recognized with the Antonio Villaraigosa award. We always consult with Antonio in as much as the award is named in his honor, and he was fully on board that we wanted to honor a Latina.
Yeah, that is wonderful. And I cannot wait for Tuesday. It couldn't be more well-deserved. And I'm really looking forward to that Latina panel as well. And we are really happy.
Go ahead. I was just going to add one more little thing I just thought of, and that is there aren't enough Latina mayors. There aren't enough. There aren't enough. And so another reason that we want to highlight Mayor Romero is to show everyone, as Kamala Harris is showing little girls and big girls everywhere, that you too can aspire and achieve success at whatever high level you choose. We want to showcase Mayor Romero to show others they too can step up and help lead their city. So we're hopeful that this will be an inspiration also.
Yeah, for sure. And just as Vice President Harris said, she was the first one, but she won't be the last. Exactly. So that is really exciting to think about. And just to know that for little girls, this will be the norm, seeing a Latina mayor will be the norm. So it's amazing to hear that she's getting recognition for all the work that she's done. And we're really happy to partner with y'all as the media partner for Tuesday. And so if anyone watching, or either now or later on, because this video will live on our page, wants to attend, please go to our bio, and there you'll find the link to RSVP.
Yes. So, and of course, this event will be Tuesday, January 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I guess that's noon in Tucson, right?
Yeah, that's 12.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know you're also really passionate about Latinas speaking up and telling the world about their personal experiences. And like you said, you all have a book, Latino Leaders Speak, and your new curriculum guide. And they're both testament to that, of course. So
Yes.
why is it so important to you to go that extra mile to provide a platform for Latinos to share their stories?
Primarily because I believe our stories bring us together. And as I have observed through my 45-year professional career now, 35 of it in Washington, D.C., I've enjoyed so many opportunities, so many opportunities to grow and be successful in my own career, that it just seems to me that those of us that have had those opportunities, we really have an obligation as well as a desire to share what we've learned along the way with others who may benefit. And so now is the period, as I enter my fourth quarter and a number of other leaders, now is the time for us to share with the next generation what we've learned and to help lift them up. And we think that the platform that we've created through our events, the Tribute to Mayors, the Cafecito series is fascinating. I haven't mentioned that, but that's a new series that we're introducing in 2021. We did a little pilot in 2020 and it was so successful. And this is an attempt to really appeal to emerging leaders, emerging Latina and Latino leaders, and really put them together with our veteran, our experienced, our iconic leaders, so that we both can learn from each other. And that's the Cafecito series vision, and we'll be convening that both March 25th, and the second one this year will be Cinco de Mayo, where we'll and perhaps we'd certainly be delighted to continue working with Be Latino. We're so grateful for all you're doing to help lift Latinas up as well.
Yeah, of course. It's always good to hear, that Latinos and Latinas and Latinas who are in this kind of positions want to lift others up with them. That's the most important part, because when we all rise together, it's amazing. It's amazing to watch.
It is.
And so the book, who is the book intended for? Did you have an audience in mind?
Well, the book, the curriculum guide in particular, is really aimed at high school and early college students. That's the sweet spot, if you will, although I'll argue that every age group, everyone can learn from the stories that are shared in our book. And by the way, our book consists of 33, I'm the editor of the book. So what we did is we took those keynote addresses delivered at the Latino Leaders Luncheon Series since 2004, shortened them a bit. We weren't able to include everybody, but our publisher included 33. And the attempt there is really to share those leadership stories, those personal stories that give readers hope, will give readers motivation, will give readers inspiration that they too can succeed. There are lessons there that really span the entire spectrum of age and background. And it's not just simply for Latinos. I'll argue that our stories are helpful to many, many folks outside our own community. Because again, for instance, immigrants, from wherever we come around the world, we have common experiences. And it helps us when we share how others have dealt with it successfully.
Amazing. So lastly, please go ahead and let everyone know where they can get the Latino Leaders Speak book, and as well as your curriculum guide.
Yes. Well, the first place to go is the Latino Leaders Network website, and that's latinoleadersnetwork.org. You will see the curriculum guide there, and again, have access to the 14 chapters from the book that match up with the curriculum guide. There's some terrific, and by the way, that curriculum guide in the book, of course, includes Janet Murguia as well. Wow. So at any rate, and boy, does she have a fascinating, touching story to share. So that's one point. And the other, of course, we would love to guide folks to our publisher, who really deserves a great deal of credit for seeing the vision of this book, the importance of it, and publishing this book. We are now, by the way, into our second printing of the book. We're very, very proud of that. Second printing of the book. So I would advise folks to go to Arte Publico Press. Just Google it, Arte Publico Press, and you can order from the publisher. Now, by the way,
Okay.
it is still available on Amazon and the traditional order spots also, but I like to guide folks to our publisher.
Yeah, thank you so much. We
Yeah.
always appreciate, those tips. And it's a great tool for, it sounds like a great tool for educators as well. So,
Yes, and that's exactly right. In fact, the developer of the curriculum guide is a wonderful organization, education organization, the California Global Education Project. The California Global Education Project is the creator of the curriculum guide, and they've done an excellent job. And again, it's all available on our website.
wonderful. Okay, so it was a pleasure to speak with you. I really appreciate your time and you for coming here and sharing with everyone not only your story, but the ways in which you're lifting other stories up. So that's amazing to hear, and I really appreciate you coming here.
Well, thank you so much, and thanks again to Be Latina for serving as our media partner next week.
Yeah, we're happy to do so. And just to remind everyone, please go to our bio where you can find the RSVP link to go to the event on Tuesday, which is it's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern or 12 in Tucson time, mountain or Arizona time.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Have a
Anton.
great day, Miki.
Bye-bye now.